So under the tools section, there are a number of different tool options, and these are all configurations. So if you see anything in this demonstration that you might not currently have in your existing login that might interest you, feel free to call customer service and we can talk to you about getting those options turned on. But one of the other most common tool modules that are used is the user management tool. The user management tool allows you to either create or have us create for you unlimited users. For this particular client, we currently have 2 users, and this is my user setting. Within the user, we track the user's name, email, first name, last name, the login information, the next time that the password will be changed, which is a 3-month rolling window, whether or not the account has been locked. Accounts are locked after 3 failed password attempts. The user permissions, which is referring to the inheritance, I'll explain that in a second, and then the number of times that the user's logged in, from what IP address, and using what browser. You'll notice because I'm looking at my current user account, it shows that the session length expires in 15 minutes. In other words, I'm still currently logged in. I do have the capability of booting a user off of the system in real time. And this is important sometimes when you might have multiple users and maybe you need to decline somebody access. We can go back in and remove access from that person. At the top right, you have the option to go back at the search view to see the users that you have. You can go ahead and inactivate any given user, or you can go ahead and add a user. Our customer service is there to support you if you want their help to create any number of users. Generally, what we require is that the person's first name, last name, email address, and then any permissions that they might be required to have. So an example of a user with some limited permissions, if I come in here and I say test at trxservices.com and test at trxservices.com, test user. But in this case, I give the person's user permissions as transaction restricted. This means I now have the ability to go ahead and designate exactly which transaction types that they might be required to perform. Transaction Services Customer Service can assist you in determining what transaction types need to be set. Most merchants might not need such restriction, but if you do, our customer service can guide you through that process. As you can see, we have a large number of transaction types, any one of which could be turned on or turned off for any given user.